Well, welcome everyone here to Game 2 of Day 3. This is Match 11 here at the FIBA Melanesian Cup 2025, and it's between Papua New Guinea and New Caledonia. They have a 3-2 record against each other in 5 games, two of the closest matched teams over the history of their meetings. But New Caledonia have won their last 2 meetings, including a quarterfinal by just the 10 points at the Pacific Games in 2023. It's a welcome here from me, Tristan TP Prentice, and joining me is Emma Kamazi, who's back and did a sensational job with Cecilina Thakau. What a wonderful job from you ladies in that first game of the day.
Well, thanks, Tris, and also good afternoon and welcome back again to Friendship Hall for another exciting game day. You already know that New Caledonia and Papua New Guinea will be next up for the promises to be a thrilling matchup between these two teams.
100% on that one. As we have a look at the team list coming up, and key players today for Papua New Guinea, Harold Alabo had the 14 points against them last time they met, and Apia Morty had 27 points in one of the big finals against them too. So we know that Apia Morty can get going. He took 27 minutes yesterday to get going with his scoring, but he didn't let up after that, didn't he, Emma? As New Caledonia come up in front of us, and Ludwig Matre, 11 points against them last time, and Joan Delabey, 17 points, 5 steals, and 5 rebounds the last time they met as well. So really important players in this game today for New Caledonia as well. And we'll be back soon with more of this game very shortly. It's Game 2 of the day here at the Friendship Hall in Honiara.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are all on the same team.
We have the power to change lives through basketball.
Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together.
Basketball for good.
Well, we can't wait for this one today. PNG and New Caledonia, they have a strong record against each other, would be fair to say, Emma. And we look at some of the key numbers from this week already. Moses Apiko averaging the 16.5 points per game at the moment in this tournament, along with the 3 rebounds. There's been some big triples that have been made by the PNG team in what they have done, and they certainly had a good start to this tournament.
That's right, Tris. And also for New Caledonia, we also have Joan with 14 points, and also with Ludovic, 14 points.
You're right about that. PNG 99-39 against Vanuatu on day 1. And then on day 2 for the PNG men.
And what would it be like for these two teams today?
100% on that one. And then PNG men, 63-56 win against Fiji yesterday in the first game of the day. An incredible game that was from PNG, but what a response it was from Fiji just before that we saw in the men's game, Emma.
That's right, Tris.
as we go to the MC here at the stadium, and we'll get the team announcements and lineups very shortly here. And hope you're enjoying around the world our coverage. Thanks to Pacifica TV, TTV, Solomon Broadcasting, and TTV Plus on Android and iOS and YouTube and FIBA all around the globe and the world. There are people tuning in today, and especially I just want to give special mention to our two commentators for that first game today. That was their debut together as a pair. They did a magnificent job, did Cecilina Thakal, as well as Emma Kamasi, who's with me here for this game today. Let's throw to the MC here at the stadium.
Please let's give the ground applause to more kicks at this round to the top. These heavy players. We will start by introducing team New Caledonia. Wearing number 4, Joanne De La Rue. Wearing number 5, Heaven November. Wearing number 7, Raymond Weber. Wearing number 8, Ludovic Fran. Wearing number 9, Stephen Sant. Wearing number 10, Ian Mathon. Wearing number 11, Aime Taumamora. Wearing number 12, Melchior Roine. Wearing number 13, Paul Boawe is also the captain. And wearing number 15, Gregory Bolai. College Julian Capri. Please, let's give a big round of applause to Team New Caledonia. Introducing Team Papua New Guinea. Wearing number 1, Moses Kyrie. Wearing number 4, Harold Elavo. Wearing number 5, Maria Elavo. Wearing number 6, Purari Mori. Wearing number 7, Anderson Herway. Wearing number 8, Alan Miller. Wearing number 9, Moses Pico. Wearing number 10, Connie Murray. Wearing number 12, Matthew Callery. Wearing number 13, Richard Marco. Wearing number 14, Ian Vele. And wearing number 15, Atia Murray, is also the captain for Papua New Guinea. Coach Murray and assistant coach Maurice Asibai. Let's give it again for Team Papua New Guinea. May I kindly ask everyone to apprise this we will play New Caledonian national anthem. Thank you very much for the national anthem of this great nation. We will now have the shake hands from the players. Introducing our referees for this game, Crew Chief Alex McEwen from Australia, and the umpires are Sharad Safari from Australia and Vika Ramari from Fiji. Please give a big hand to our referees. Again, thank you very much everyone for coming on and watch this very important game. And let's wish both teams all the very best.
It's back here. Just as you saw before, our referees, Alex McEwen, Sharad Shafagi, and Vika Ramara from Fiji. Alex McEwen and Sharad Shafagi from Australia. And Emma, one of the key players we talked about just in the pre-game about Ludwig Matre was great yesterday. 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. A near triple-double for Ludwig in the contest yesterday.
Threes. Ludovic did great yesterday with that, with the 14 points and also the 8 rebounds, and also with the assist of 6. He did very great. It's a good performance yesterday.
Starting fives will be out there shortly. For Papua New Guinea, it'll be Harold Alavo, Maria Alavo, Harari Muri, Moses Apiko, and Apia Muri, which has been the starting 5 for a majority of this tournament. And for New Caledonia, their starting 5 will be Joan Delaney Belleville, Raymond Weber, Ludwig Matre. Jan Mathalon comes into the starting 5, as does Paul Bowie. So change here for New Caledonia, and it might be to do with the matchups potentially today, Emma. That's what I think.
Well, Therese, they met in 2022 Melanesian Cup back then. New Caledonia with the first place and also Papua New Guinea and the second spot. So today they meet back again. What do you think about this one?
Well, in that final, it was 30 points the margin, wasn't it? And New Caledonia were very, very good in that game, and it was off the back of Joan Delabiu. 17 points, 5 steals and 5 rebounds, as we mentioned. An interesting fact in this one too, Emma, is that Raymond Weber, the last 2 times he's met Papua New Guinea, has scored 9 points in both games. Fascinating number for this game today.
Very fascinating, with the 9 points there and also 1.8 assists from him.
Just must love the number 9, and that tells me something. The number 9 tells me a lot about basketball, Emma,
Okay,
and that is someone likes the ball from the 3-point line a lot, or is getting a lot of and-one opportunities and converting them. So that's normally what happens when people deal in divisible numbers of 3, would be fair to say. But Jan Matalon into this starting 5 is real interesting for the New Caledonia team. He's 40 years of age at 190 centimetres. Out there. On the floor, and referees and players are both ready for the match ahead of us today. As Matalon and Elavo will be in the tip. And up it goes, and away we go here. Muri will get possession first up for PNG, who are in the yellow and the red, and New Caledonia in the red and the grey. So there's a fair bit of red out there on the floor. And I wonder if both sides will see a fair bit of it as this game goes along. Elavo out here for Elavo, who tries to get it in and tipped in there by, well, Apia Muri straight away, Emma. He doesn't waste any time scoring in this game today.
He doesn't waste any time. Well, you can see both teams adjust in the first quarter of this game, and PNG
As there's Matre with the two, and Matre really likes to play against Papua New Guinea from what we have seen already. As back here comes Alavo. Two apiece here. Early going. Here's Maria Alavo for two. Comes up a little bit long. As back here comes Boe. Now here to Weber. Hands it off here to Matre, guarded by Parari Muri. Not surprised about that. Muri's been taking one of the best players this whole week when it comes to the defensive side of things. Drawing the foul now. Here's New Caledonia. And it'll be Joan that'll head to the free throw line here. Emma, you can tell us a little bit about Joan Belleville.
Well, Joan Belleville there with the 14 points and also 8 rebounds. And also this is their second game today, Tris, of this FIBA Melanesian Cup.
Certainly is. The champions of the 2022 Melanesian Cup take on the team that they played in the final, as we said, 2022. They were second in 2017 to PNG. So both these teams have met in the final previously. I wonder if we'll get it a third time, although there's been a few different results.
They say the Powerhouse and the Blue Waves meet back again.
Powerhouse matchup today, Emma. This is what we commentate basketball for, is these kind of matchups. As Matre for Trey from the corner.
What a good basket there by Muri. Appear Muri with a 3.
Sometimes you just have a name and it suits the style of basketball you play, as that one goes in. A basket made there. Harold Alabo, and already the two players that had the biggest impact on their previous contests are in this bout very quickly, Emma.
That's right.
Back here comes Johan Delaney Belleville. And the New Caledonian team coached by Julian Shepardot. And Papua New Guinea coached by Moi Muri today. His assistant, Morris Asiba. Is one of the powerhouse matchups, as Emma mentioned just before. Joan from deep. Oh, another 3 from deep for Joan. What a start for New Caledonia here.
That's right, Tris. They just pick up the rhythm in the first quarter for this one.
A Pico now. Stolen back by Joan. Finds Matre in transition. Back to Joan. Not great. Lavo will come up with it again. Here to Muri. Out to Pico. Pico looking for that pass baseline. It goes out of bounds. Lavo will have it on the baseline here.
Oh, Elavo, 21 years old, already with the 10 points.
He's had a good tournament, hasn't he? And there's the 3 there for Moreira Lavo. We know how much they just love to get the 3 ball going, don't they?
It's a good 3. Another basket there.
There's a nice finish there for New Caledonia. So 7-11. And everything's open out here on the open floor at the moment, with the score at 7-11. As the ball is poked out of bounds there. as it comes back here. 4. PNG. We'll have it in transition here. Pico looking here for Alabo. Banks it off the window. Great shot there. A nice shot there for Alabo, who's already had a great start to this game. Joan. Oh, the little hand there from Apia Muri. Back here comes Joan. The handoff there from Boulay. Joan again. Flicks it wide. Intercepted by Labo. Back here for Muri. Harare Muri, who's probably one of the best defensive players in this competition from what we've seen already. Now back here for Harada Labo. Muri again. Oh my goodness, for a long way out, and that was testing the form from Harare Muri, wasn't it, Emma?
Yes, Trace, you can see that's a good one there from Muri. A long one there, but then unfortunately it just missed the opportunity.
It's back here from Boulay. And Boulay now out here, and there is Sion. And Sion is on the board for this afternoon. With another 3, that's a few now to New Caledonia already. Keep your eye on that 3-ball count there from New Caledonia, as there's a score there too. PNG, and we're all back to 11-14 here. Picks it up top here, looking for Weber. Weber won't get that one. He's had 9 points on 2 occasions the last time they met. Well, the last 2 meetings, I should say there, Emma.
That's right, Weber tried to make a good one there. A good one there from Weber, but then it's unfortunately not, well, just missed the chance again. But, well, 14 now on the point, 14-11, leading by New Caledonia.
As Joan out here to Sion for back-to-back 3s, yes! He rolls it in, he got the kiss off the rim, and in it goes. Good work there from Sion.
Good work, good work.
New Caledonia is inside, goes Apia Muri, and it's going to be a foul on the floor. I think it's going to be 2 shots here. Called by the referee, so there's no score here, and the foul will be on Parare Muri. And we're going to have 2 shots here for Apia Muri. But my apologies, the foul couldn't be on Parare Muri because it's PNG going to the right of screen. That foul will be on, I'm going to say it was on Raymond Weber, I reckon. That's the closest number to 6 that I can see out there, Emma. As Apia Muri puts that free throw down. Joan back here to Bowie. Bowie! Oh, yes! From outside for Bowie. And a nice triple for that man on screen. And the 3-ball is flowing for New Caledonia at the moment, Emma.
That's right, Therese. Well, it's just first quarter of this match, but then you can see that New Caledonia is already leading with 20 points to 13 with a good one there from Paul Bowie.
As we got a travel here, certainly a sharp start from New Caledonia from the 3-point line. They haven't missed yet. They're 5 of 5 at 100% at the moment. Keep your eye on how many 3s they're making, Emma, because they are on fire from outside the perimeter, is what we call that. Hairway now. to Moody. Back to Hairway. Hairway with a good decision. Oh, nearly there for Apia. It's taken in by Joan. Joan pushing in transition is Bowie again. Oh, Bowie is on fire at the moment. And New Caledonia as well. They have taken off here. They have scored 8-4 the last couple of minutes of New Caledonia. As we'll see if we get a replay of one of those great three-point shots that we've seen from New Caledonia so far. There's a Pico. We get back here for Hairway. Pass inside, looking for Moody. There's a Pico. Back here to Hairway. Oh, Hairway for two. In and out of the cylinder it goes. Battling for it, Baber. They roll it back here, PNG. They draw the blocking foul on the baseline. But it's New Caledonia in control at the moment with 2:54 to go here in the first term, Emma. And pace of play has been New Caledonia getting the ball and running in transition as we have a look at the replay here on the baseline. And just a little bit of contact there from Joan. And for Joan, that'll be his first personal foul. No, in fact, it'll be his second personal foul for Joan. And as a result, he's coming out of the game because if you get 2 fouls early in the first quarter, you often find yourself sitting down on the pine so that you don't get that third foul, Emma.
Oh, I see that. That's why Ludovic have to come in back again for this first half. Well, Chris, it's a nice structure there that you can see the set of gameplay for these two teams, especially New Caledonia.
It's back here for Sion, and Sion is cut short there, Sion, on his shot. The ball will return the way of PNG. And in fact, we will walk to the other end because now New Caledonia are over the limit in terms of fouls. So free throws to come here for New Caledonia. And Apia Moody will go to the free throw line. As I mentioned yesterday, it took nearly 27 minutes for Apia Moody to score against Fiji. And he came back with 7 points in a couple of minutes of action in the third term for Apia Moody.
With Apia Moody with 7 points and also the read of 5 points, threes. And also the assist is just only 2 points.
As back here for a Pico. Fighting for it there is Togamon. Or Algamon, I should say. Ilavo. Driving baseline. Oh, and ran into. Straight up there, but in a legal guarding position, I think, was number 15 in Gregory Bollet. And Bollet, you can see here. Oh, goodness me, Bollet, that would have hurt.
That's a close one there, Chris.
Well, there were 3 there, Emma.
Well,
All in the vicinity. That would have stung a little bit there, and you can tell Bollet is just a little winded. There's a Lavo. Makes the free throw. 16-22 here. 2:15 to go in the first quarter. Second one good for Olavo. We've got a substitution here as coming into the game is now Millard, who looked impressive on the opening day, did Millard, for PNG. 17-22 here. But today, started on fire with a couple of threes. Cross here to Noberi. Looking to dish the ball here, Noberi. And drew contact. Was he in the act of shooting? Here's the question. Now, it looks like, according to the referees, he was in the act of shooting. Sometimes that call, as you see here, he See, that one there, it looks like it's a pass. But because the ball was in an upward motion, referees adjudged it as being a shooting attempt, Emma. So therefore, classified as 2 free throws attempts that were coming up.
Well, there we go. That is Havana Lovera there with shot, but then it's just missed it.
And it's back here for Belay. We're going to go the other way now. And we've got bonus 2 coming up now for PNG as well, as we've got a timeout here going the way of New Caledonia. 17:22, minute 52 to go here in this first term. And Emma, we look at the record, and already in this tournament we're seeing some records being set. Need to point out in the last game, and you and Cecilina called it beautifully, we saw Tyrone McClellan break the scoring record for the Melanesian Cup men's with 44 points. And that previously beat Marcus Whippy with 27 points in the 2017 Melanesian Cup. New Caledonia, they do hold some records in this tournament as well. I believe it's, I think it's Stefan Tote Otto, who had the 4 triples for New Caledonia in 2017, but beating that was Philemone Wakambaba with 5, and today we saw Tyrone McClellan with 7 beating that record as well. Tyrone broke a few records today for Fiji, didn't he?
He did, Chris, with that the points that he just did for this FIBA Cup. He breaks the record for the men's category, I said.
It was pretty spectacular, wasn't it? I did speak to Coach El Hughes and said, need to get more of the ball into his hands for Fiji to have that success, because we know that he is a prominent scorer. Is at the free throw line now is Paul Bowie. A short free throw there for Bowie. In fact, sorry, Gregory Bowie, I should say, at 196 centimetres. Incredibly tall individual at 27 years of age.
Very tall.
19 minutes yesterday too, Emma. Wonderful to see a bit more of you today as Siont. Over here to Noberi. Siont now looks at his options. Out to Bolay, back here to Matre for Matre. No, just missed it. As in transition come PNG. Apiko. Millard in the corner. Can't roll it in. Rebound here to New Caledonia. And Scotty Moody's out there. He's another prominent defender for PNG, is trying to drive through Matre. Millard comes up with it. The 8s battle for it together. Now it's Moses Kaidi, who also is prominent from three-point line when given space. Scotty Moody out here to Apiko. Inside, oh, the finish there from Apio Moody, a little strong. And come back the other way here to New Caledonia. Sion. As to the corner there for Noveri. Back the other way, come quickly, PNG in transition. Scotty Moody. Beats it into Apiko. Trying to get around a couple of Apiko, and one! He only needed a glimpse there, Apiko, and he made it count. Great job there from Apiko. Emma, let's see if we can see this on replay. This is a great move from Moses Apiko. Have a look. He has a look and he finds the smallest of windows to get that ball through the hands of New Caledonia. And he will get the opportunity for and one here, Emma.
Wow, it's just a smooth one there, how he just doing his turnover to throw the ball, layup. It's a great one.
Pico a chance to finish this and one. Great tournament for him so far. 16.5 points, leading scorer across the 2 games for Papua New Guinea, and he makes his three-point play count. We're down to the last 15 seconds of this opening term. A shot clock, game clock alive. Sion has it in hand. Can Sion nail something strong here? Mathion, no good. Sion falls for it. Oh, Connie Mooney just throws himself in the ball and did so. Throwing it out of bounds, so possession here to New Caledonia. Won't be a foul. They'll have less than a second to get this ball in and get a shot off. There's Matre, who'll have it from halfway. Matre now with his option, flicks it up, looking for the tip in from Mathion, and that's not quarter time yet. The ball should start over by where the ball was put in. So in the end, because the ball wasn't touched, and possession comes from there. What will Connie Mooney do? A Pico, will he have a go? And in the end, Apia Mooney can't get it up. And that'll bring us to quarter time here. A very entertaining opening term here between two powerhouses of the Melanesian Cup in the men's. It's PNG 20, New Caledonia leading the way by just 2 points, 22.
Well, there you go. With that score point there with 22 and 20, and it's a great game. It's a bit slow slow pace for this first quarter, but you can see that start off New Caledonia pick it up already. Tris.
Correct there, Emma. And that's because of the style of play for both sides. Both sides not wanting to run transition too fast in this game. What they want to do is they want to shoot the ball from outside. And that's what we're seeing so far. So 5 of 8 from the free throw line for Papua New Guinea. That's where they're making their money at the moment, is from the free throw line. And then for New Caledonia, that 3 ball has been flowing. 5 of 7. That's 71% in the opening quarter here. And shooting an incredibly high percentage. 71% is a very high percentage for 3-point shooting. Normally your average, Emma, is around 35% when it comes to 3-point shooting. That's a good indication. 50% is nice, but sometimes difficult to achieve, especially if you're putting up a high volume of shots in this game of basketball. So we have a look at the top scorers here, Emma.
Yes, we're checking out. Check out the top score for Papua New Guinea, leading on now with 6 points for Apia Muri, and also the rebound of 3.
And have a look at Harold Olavo there at the top, number 4. He's had a great start to this game as well.
That's right. He also leading with 8 points there, and also a 1 rebound.
And for New Caledonia, it's Paul Bowie with 7. Stephen Sion has the 6. The 2 threes for Sion. And that is his MO. Sion, as we're back underway here in the second term. Hope you're enjoying it all around the globe. It's all thanks to Pacifica TV, TTV Solomon Broadcasting, TTV Plus on Android and iOS, and YouTube, FIBA YouTube. That's where everyone's watching all the games around the world. As here is Joan. Across to Weber. Back to Matre. That one not quite for Bowie. Apia Mooney now. Beats it back up top, looking for Connie Mooney. Miller. Back the other way comes a Pico. A Pico driving and couldn't finish. Returning the favour now is Joan. Gets around a couple. Bowie. Oh, shook Miller out of his boots there for a little bit. And draws the foul eventually. Foul will be on Miller with the hold. And how many now for Miller? That will be his, probably just his first personal foul. Yes, it is. And Bowie will take possession just in front of our commentary position here at the Friendship Hall in Pontiara in the Solomon Islands. Conditions have been nice this week here, Emma, especially in the middle part of the week. It hasn't been too hot now. It was on the weekend a little bit when we got here. As running out of time, shot clock awareness not there for New Caledonia whatsoever there. It's back here for Moses Kairi, Millard, Connie Moody. What a pass there to Moses Kairi. In fact, it was Millard in the corner and he stepped out of bounds. Did Alan Millard. Possession back here with New Caledonia. And the crowd starting to build in here today here at the Friendship Hall in Honiara. Turning the favour now is Matilon. Joan. 4 seconds on the clock here for Matre. He needs to get it up. Goes to Matilon. And blocked there by Moody, who monstered it. Back the other way. And then finishes in transition. What a finish there from Apia.
What a good pickup there by Murray with the block, and then he just drive it through.
Apia Mori, aware of how much time was on the clock. We see that finish there from Apia Mori. We'll see if we can get a hold of that block shot from just before that as soon as we can, as nearly there for Apia Mori. Can't finish the three-point play. New Caledonia back the other way. Bowie. Apiko. Lost the handle on it. And turnover here for PNG. We're all square, 22 apiece here. It's an incredibly entertaining game of basketball.
That's why they all square now.
As back the other way comes Padani Morty and takes off just like a vehicle close to his first name. He motored his way down the floor there and no one could stop him. He threw it into third gear there, Emma.
Run.
Just took off with pace. Did Padani Morty. Raka's out there now. Haven't seen much of Raka this tournament. Enoch Raka. A 29-year-old. Only played the 7 minutes in the tournament on average so far. There's Raka.
That's right. Raka just came in the second quarter. His previous average is 5.5.
Yeah, 2 games played in this tournament for Raka. Everyone's played 2 games for PNG. Only Richard Marco is the only one that hasn't played both games. And of course, New Caledonia, everyone made an appearance in the first game yesterday. There's Joan. Over here to Bowie. Bowie from outside. Bowie. Oh, yes. Another 3 for Bowie. And that is his second 3. And that's the way they are dealing their points at the moment. 18 have come from 3 balls from outside at the moment, Emma. There's Joan. Back here to Bowie. Back to Joan. Delaney. And the finish there for Matilon. He made it work, Matilon. 24-27.
That's right. Well, it's what a game, Threes. You can see on the score point now 27 leading for New Caledonia.
Back here comes Raka. Good defense there initially from Parari Muri, but just moved his feet slightly there, I think was the call. And maybe just a slight movement. It was right in front of our commentary position too, Emma. We could see that really clearly. As Muri's going to come out of the game now. I reckon he might have a few fouls now, Parari Muri. He's only got the one foul. No one else has got more than one foul here for PNG. Here's Matre, he's guarded really closely by Raka. Oh, Bowie fancies himself. Well, he did hit the last couple, so he did have a crack at it, and sometimes you shoot from longer out than you should, but can't blame him. Pico driving on the baseline and draw the foul there.
Paul Bowie is good for the three-point line shot. Trace.
It's been good three-ball shooting from New Caledonia. They have really found their range from outside. They are landing them from deep at a good clip too. Whereas that's just the 1 of 7 for Papua New Guinea from outside at the moment. So it's New Caledonia that are capitalizing from outside the arc at the moment. Back into the game comes Boulet. There's a bit of confusion here from New Caledonia in terms of their subs. You can see that the referee and score bench are just having a chat there, trying to work out who was meant to come for who. And I think we've worked out, all right, we're going to have these 5 out here. That's what it's going to be. It's Connie Moody on the baseline. Got to get it in, and that's far too long. 5-second violation there on the baseline. Couldn't quite get it in. And Juan will take it back towards his end of the floor. Looking for an option now. It's Sion. To Matre. Guarded closely, Matre. He's got an open look though, Matre, and in and out of the cylinder it goes. He's very close there for Matre. And score is very even at the moment. New Caledonia just in front. Apiko tries to put that up. Unsuccessful. Fighting for it was Siont. Threw himself at the body, and foul on the baseline here on Ludwig Matre. Matre will pick up the foul. And Matre will now have... How many fouls for Matre? That will be for him. His first personal foul. 2 shots to come here for Harold Olavo. Olavo makes the first, Emma, and 14 points in that meeting in the quarterfinal of the Pacific Games in 2023 here in Honiara, of course. And it was a 3rd place finish for New Caledonia in that tournament, as well as trying to make that basket. And looks like we're going to have free throws to come here for Joan. We'll go to the free throw line once again. It's been a great game, Emma, hasn't it? It's been really up and down, but it's been controlled pace from both sides at the moment.
That's yes, that's true, Therese. You can see that really controlling of the ball, and you can see that they don't rush it, the ball for the first quarter and the second quarter as well. And now you can see that New Caledonia with 29, PNG 25.
There's Moody. Back here to Olavo. Olavo for 3 from outside. All of a sudden, margin closes again. 28 to 29. And there is a big play there. And we're going to have a technical foul on the floor here. So technical foul here on Papua New Guinea, I believe. So single free throw to come here for Siont. Siont makes the technical free throw. And then we'll have a baseline ball now straight after that. So when a technical free throw comes, Emma, the ball goes back to exactly where the last play concluded. So it doesn't matter where it is on the court. So you could have a technical foul at your defensive end of the floor, and someone could walk up the other end, take the offensive ball, and then we're back at the other end of the floor, resuming play. Stops it being an advantage in the game of basketball like it used to be. They changed that rule around about 5-ish years ago, and I think it actually suits, because sometimes it doesn't suit the play to have that called. And now, in the past, the technical foul used to be 2 free throws, and it used to be a possession thing as well, which meant that some teams, rightly or wrongly, they used it for advantage, of course. So that's changed over the years as we have a look here. This nice finish from Alabo. In fact, he missed that shot there, did Alabo. As it's 28-30 here, 4 minutes and 4 seconds to go in this second term. And it is really tight here at the moment, Emma.
Definitely, Trees. You can see it's a tight game between these two teams, but it's a nice structure set up there for both teams, how they're coming in on the positioning of their ball and game.
If it wasn't for the 3-ball being a part of this game, 46% from the 3-point line for New Caledonia, Papua New Guinea probably would have been in front. All the other stats are pretty even across the board. Nothing particularly stands out. Everything's very even. Even if you look at the main numbers, for PNG, it's 8 points in second chance points. So that means every time they're getting those boards, they're getting those opportunities to put it back into the hoop. So 8-1 in that stat, and then points in the paint, 14-4. So at the moment, all the shots coming from outside for New Caledonia, and for PNG, they're all coming from inside the paint at the moment. Emma? Return to live play here through Naberi. Here's Siont from the corner for 3. Missed everything. Returning the other, here's Marco, who didn't play one of the opening 2 games. Now Joan trying to push Connie Moody back the other way. Active hands. Beats it to Alabo. Athletically goes up and draws the foul from Weber. No, in fact, no call there. Just a simple out of bounds call there. So there wasn't a foul. So let's have a look at the replay, and I didn't see a foul called there.
No, it's not a foul.
I think there must have been a foul called though, Emma, because the ball didn't go out of bounds, and I think it might have been charging foul on a Harold Alavo, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's check it.
Hard to tell. That's his second personal anyway. Joan. Their ball movement's been really nice. Look at them in this triangle down here on the left-hand side. Not quite. Back here comes Harold Alavo. He's having an impact in the second term. 1 point the margin. Moody. Long pass looking for Alavo again, and that is something they've gone to a few times, Papua New Guinea. They've tried to throw that ball around the rim and see if they can get an athletic tip in from someone like Alavo or Apia Moody. They're the two that are on the receiving end at the moment, Emma.
Well, it's a good one there. You can see that Alavo trying to make an athletic, as you mentioned, but then couldn't get that.
His feet inside there to Naveri. And Heaven Naveri making a good impression here from Naveri. It's back here for Pico. Oh, look at that move from Pico. Oh! Joan comes up with it again. Feed out from Joan, and he fed Siont in transition. Nice move there by Siont. The delivery and the dish was delightful there from Joan.
Well, Connie pick it back again, Trace.
Another sloppy turnover there from PNG. Oh, and that's a charge. Connie Morty had his feet set, and charging into him was Boulay. As Connie Morty gets up a bit slow. And we've got some substitutions here.
What a close contact there, Trace. You can see that.
See how his feet were set?
Wow.
And just ran into him, and that is the easiest charge call that you can make as a referee. Feet are set, bigger body comes in, crashes into the body, and the body goes to ground like that, and you can tell that he's a little bit sore. Here's Connie Moody. As he's walked off the court here, so hopefully he's okay, Connie Moody. That is a big charge to take in the chest. Wouldn't have tickled, that's for certain, Emma. It would be very sore.
Definitely.
Seen a bit of contact today.
Let's hope that nothing it's just a minor one, let's hope.
New Caledonia return with the ball. Joan. Assesses his options. Nearly stolen there by Parati Morty. Joan goes up. And it goes in and out of the hoop. And tipped out of bounds. Possession going back the way of PNG. A close contest here, like you said. 1:23 to go here in this first half. It's been a really entertaining game of basketball. I know we say that about a lot of games, but this particular one has been extremely good to watch.
Definitely, most definitely, because it's the powerhouse here up against each other, so it's a game to watch, Chris.
There's Millard for three. Comes up a bit short. Sometimes you have an expectation, don't you, of two teams, and you want them to deliver, and they just somehow find a way to deliver. Just drawing the foul there is Parati Muni. Muni will have the ball, but I think we're walking to the other end for free throws once again, because New Caledonia are over the limit in terms of fouls. 5 points the margin here, 58.6 seconds to go. And Parati Mori at the free throw line. And a very consistent tournament so far, Emma, when it comes to his numbers, Parati Mori.
Well, Parati Mori, for his point, 11 points there. And with 4 rebounds. That's Ferrari.
Returning the favour here, Juan. Noberi back to Juan. In the corner, Siont with a hand in his face, Siont. Back here comes Moody. Hairway now guarded by Juan. Not much time left on the clock. Hairway, oh wow! Well, it was a little bit bold there from Hairway, but he banks it home. The bank is open on Wednesday here in the Solomon Islands. It has not closed yet. Noveri now. Needs an option. Shot clock and game clock just inside each other. Juan, oh, here comes Hairway back the other way. What kind of scheme will he come up here with here, Hairway? To Morty, why not? Morty back a second time, and unfortunately they run out of time there, PNG. They close it to a 1 point game at half time. And if I'm not mistaken, Emma, this is exactly the same points margin at the half yesterday. Well, it's pretty close. I was going to say for Fiji and PNG, 33-34, and a great opening half here, Emma. Let's go to the highlights of that terrific first half. Great first half there from both sides. Some wonderful highlights there, Emma. As it's halftime here and Papua New Guinea trail by 1, 33 to 34. We'll be back with more action here thanks to Pacifica TV, TTV, Solomon Broadcasting, TTV Plus on Android and iOS systems, and YouTube, FIBA. Back soon after the break here.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are all on the same team.
We have the power to change lives through basketball.
Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin,
basketball
can bring everyone together.
Basketball for good.
Welcome back, everyone, here to the Melanesian Cup 2025 here at the Friendship Hall in Honiara, Solomon Islands. What a great game of basketball we've got. 33 to 34. New Caledonia lead by a point at the moment. Look at the PNG fans. They're absolutely loving it at the moment. It is quite a serious task ahead of PNG at the moment as Emma Kamazi joins me back in commentary for this game this afternoon. Emma, a big task for PNG ahead of them is to stop the New Caledonia team being able to hit the 3-ball at the moment. They are very good from outside the arc at the moment, 6 of 16. However, they were 6 of 10 only just a short time ago. So they have made them miss the last 6 shots by my count.
Well, back again in the second half. You can see that the first half during the game today, it is one of a game played by these two teams. On the board now you can see that it's 33-34, 1 point difference. What would be like for the second half, Tris?
Very excited for the second half. What a great amount of highlights, and if you didn't catch the first half, you've got to go back and watch the highlights of this game because there have been some terrific highlights. There's been some big 3-balls, there's been some big blocks and some big plays. New Caledonia are ready to keep this one going for them. The champions of 2022, defending their title here in the Solomon Islands. They finished third here when they came to this venue last time for the Pacific Games in 2023. And of course, Papua New Guinea got the win in the initial 2017 Melanesian Cup over in Papua New Guinea. It's the first time that it's underway here at Pico. Pass it in here. Hairway's starting the second half, which is really interesting. So some changes personnel-wise for PNG. Pico on the baseline. Moody again on the left. That's one of the things I've noticed about Apia Moody in this tournament. He's got such a prominent left-hand dribble, doesn't he?
Yes, that's true. I can see that during the previous games, Tris. That is one of his style.
It's across here, Matre. Get that rebound. Turning the favour the other way, and you hear the defence chant says, oh, there's the finish there from Matre, who started this game with a tray, and he manages to get on the scoreboard for the second half. Moody now, inside the finish from Pico once again. And Pico now in this game, 5 points for him. I feel like he's had a bit more of an influence, Emma Pico.
Definitely, Tris. I think more influence that he has.
As that one goes out of bounds. Ball will come back the way of PNG. Hairway will have it. Brilliant shot from Hairway just before halftime. So personnel change at halftime too. Hairway didn't start, neither did Maria Labo. As Parani Moody rolling his way to the cup. Here's Parani. Great finish there. And one more to come. Let's have a look at that. Great feed. How was the feed from a Pico? He only had to take a little look to his right of Pico and found Moody motoring towards the basket there. Unfortunately, he can't capitalise on the and one.
Well, Tris, that's a good assist there from Murray for Pico.
Great players that can dish the assists, Emma, are the ones that can. There's 3-ball there for Bowie, who showed us his prowess in the opening half. Bowie now has 3 triples, and he has 13 points on the afternoon. Methalon now Here's Joanne. Joanne's vision to Bowie for back-to-back. Oh, just a little bit long. Bowie. Now Hewe. Bowie in front of him. Hewe to Muri. Inside to Apia Muri. When one Muri doesn't get you, the other one will, Emma.
Well, it's a good flow ball there. You can see that. Trees. And that's what they call brothers to brothers.
39 apiece in this contest now. There's the 2-ball there from Raymond Baber, who's now only got his first basket of the game. It's taking him a half to get it. He's on the board. Airway again. Dishes it to Muri. Moneo Labo assesses his options. A long three there. Oh, how's the athletic rebound there from Barari Muri. A couple of early fouls here on New Caledonia very early in this third term. 39 to 41 now. And it's going to be Mathalon who's going to take it on the baseline, I think. No, in fact, it'll be, apologies, a Pico, of course, at PNG's side of the floor. And then feeding again. They seem to know where each other are at the moment, Moses Apiko and Berardi Muri. They're reading each other. They're on the same wavelength at the moment, Emma, with their transition of the pass. So we have a look at the replay here.
Well, it's a good transition there, but then you can see that defense is too tight and close there.
Two to come here for Parani Muri again. His damage on the day, 5 points in 13 minutes of action. 5 assists and 3 steals. Not surprised about that from Parani Muri. His ability to be able to dish the ball and to provide, and then he's good at picking the pockets of his players on the opposition side, as is, of course, Connie Morty, but Connie Morty doesn't have a steal in this game today. In fact, no points for Connie Morty either. So not the impact that we've seen so far in the 2 games for Connie Morty. Away now. Here to the, let's say. Beats it out here looking for Weber. Weber, it's going to be a foul. That was Matre, I should say. Joan has it in front of our commentary position. Mathion gave it off to him. Weber back to Joan. And Joan makes the 3 from the corner. Another one in New Caledonia. They are making the most of their opportunities from outside. And that is the one thing that's keeping them in the game. And you just wonder, Emma, how long can you rely on beyond the perimeter to sustain your points on the board? 21 points, in fact 24 points have come from 3-point shots in this game for New Caledonia.
Absolutely, Tris. Well, you can see that it's a good vision there for them, standing on the outside on the 3-point line, and then what a great shot that you can tell for the New Cal.
Free throw no good there from Morty. Free throws for Papua New Guinea. 9 of 18, 50% from the free throw line. That's not the greatest use of the charity stripe, as we call it, Emma. Those points can be crucial. Seen a number of games back in Australia where free throw line's been crucial. A lot of teams that win the games get at least 20 from the free throw line per game. The teams that only get less than 20 find their way, have to find their points in much harder fashion. It's Weber for 2. He's got a nice jumper and nice floater when he catches it in the rhythm. He's drawing the foul there. Speaking of which, who hasn't scored points in the afternoon is Connie Morty. It's almost like he heard from the bench over there for PNG and he decided, I might just take it upon myself to get myself to the free throw line here, Emma.
Well, that's right, Tris, coming back again in the second half with a bit of a new techniques. I should say that.
The first one good there for Connie Morty. He's on the board for the game in the second half. 42 now, 46, at the 43. The opportunities far and few between at the moment for either side. As Sion from outside, he doesn't hesitate, and Papua Morty nearly climbed on top of his opponent there. Connie Morty, and he lost control of the ball. Bowie did a good job trying to stay in front of him. Did it just enough. The effort was there. He showed intent in getting his feet across, and that one will go back the way of New Caledonia. As Joanne will have it again here to Sion. Cross here to Bowie. And Bowie misses his target. The sights were off there on that pass, Emma. There's Moody. Bring it over halfway. Looks for Connie Moody. That's a good hand from Bowie. And they win the ball back here. Good hand from Bowie, but it was a bit dangerous there. Because that hand could have easily slid across and got an arm or a leg and could have picked up a foul, but he was brave there, Bowie, with the hand. There's Bollet inside. Was served up beautifully there, Bollet. Into Apia Morty, and he knows where the basket is. Bollet contests for the rebound. Morty. Parati got it back. Oh, somehow like a pinball. It landed on the top score there for Morty.
Well, you can see that flow of his style there, Tris, and then he just did back again.
45-50. This game living up to all expectation that we said coming into the game. And there's a finish there for New Caledonia once again. 45-52. You can hear the defense chants from the New Caledonian supporters. A Pico. In transition here, Bowie, and we've got ourselves an unsportsmanlike foul here. You can tell from the signal here from referee Alex McEwen. And we'll just see what the call is here. So, unsportsmanlike foul here on Parati Moody by the looks of things. And we should walk to the other end for New Caledonia. And yes, if I was them, I'd be sending Sion to the free throw line as well. Although, the New Caledonia fans, I hope I didn't put the commentator's curse on him. No. So in this situation, Emma, it's 2 free throws and possession for the team that gets the unsportsmanlike foul in their favour. Makes both. So I didn't put the curse on him. He managed to make them both. And all of a sudden, it's out to 9. Got a feeling this might be close to the biggest lead of the game, possibly, for New Caledonia. I'll have a quick check on that as really stolen back here by New Caledonia. And Sion managed to gather possession. They found him again. It's the equal biggest lead of the game right now at 9 points for New Caledonia. They led early by 7 in the first term. And that's been really close all the way through. It's only been a couple of baskets in it, Emma. You see that replay there, and Body's going to ground. Everyone desperate to get that basketball. Belay now to Joanne. Caledonia Belabi. Here's Bowie. Bowie misses it. Oh, Weber says, settle down, everyone. I got this. Raymond Weber was in the right place at the right time, was Raymond.
Definitely, he's in the right position, Tris, and then he just make a basket back again for Newcastle.
A very important one. They were loving Raymond on that. And he makes that resulting shot. And he's up to 7, and he's closing in on a few. As returning the other way comes Joan. Got rid of Connie Morty, and then FIBA Melanesian, and all of a sudden, momentum all with New Caledonia as we speak. Momentum has turned as Siot lost the ball. Olavo came back the other way. And Mooney will settle it down, or will he kick it and continue to keep this pace up? PNG playing with frenetic pace, and it works for them through a Pico.
What a drive through there. He just kept the traffic, and you can see that another basket there for PNG.
Well, it's rolling the dice, isn't it, when you play with that much pace? You have so many opportunities to turn the ball over, but they're making it count. There's a big rebound there, Sion. On the O boards, Bowie. Now here to Bolay. Weber's open if he wants him. He goes to Sion in the corner for 3, and that one a little bit long. It was a good option there, considering his prowess. And Connie Mooney got rid of Joan. A Pico comes through, and it's a travel. And the momentum was with New Caledonia. PNG just trying to put their foot on the gas and try and accelerate as fast as they can.
That's right.
And a lack of control at the moment for PNG, but it's the style they like to play with. And I've talked to a few people as we get to a timeout here on the floor. And that's sometimes they like to play with frenetic pace to PNG, both the women's and the men's. And it's all about having fun, isn't it, with the basketball in hand. But sometimes it can get a little bit out of control. And that's when those timeouts are really crucial for PNG.
That's right, Trees. Well, you can see that PNG is picking back again the rhythm in the second, the third quarter for this one. And also, it's a bit slow, but steady rhythm, I say.
So we got 2 minutes and 44 seconds to go here in this third term. Just having a look at the points in this term. 25 to 14 at the moment from New Caledonia. They are really ramping it up. It's one of those things in New Caledonia. 29 points was their record quarter in the first Melanesian Cup. Didn't quite get a chance to look at the second, but I've got a feeling that probably wouldn't be too many times that they've scored 30 in a quarter, considering the opposition they've had. Even though they've had some big wins, the biggest score that they've put on the board, New Caledonia, I think came the other day, actually.
Well,
return to play here.
PNG just need to, yes, push the tempo back, pick up the pace for this third quarter. Right now you can see on the board is 62-47.
I've got that one for you now. New Caledonia's top score in a game as a team is 98 points back in 2022 Melanesian Cup.
Wow.
Scored 87 in the first one, so still on target for that. 62 at the moment. They've got to hit a few more of these shots from the corner. They've dried up a little bit from the three-point line in this third term. As there's going to be a foul called here. The foul's going to be on Matere. 2 minutes and 6 seconds to go here. Margin 15. Biggest lead of the game now for New Caledonia team, who are starting to put their foot down on their own accelerator, but they've gone with a little bit more structure and purpose than PNG at the moment. There's that one there for a pick go. So 99 points for PNG in that first game against Vanuatu. And then against Fiji yesterday, getting up 63 to 56 in, not sure if that's kind of an upset because both teams had that even record for some time, but they've actually had some really tough games so far, whereas New Caledonia men, remember, they're one ahead in terms of the games. They've already had their break in this tournament on the first day, so consistency-wise, they get to go at it multiple games in a row. And with 2 minutes and 4 seconds to go, PNG over the limit in terms of fouls. So Mathion go to the free throw line, the 40-year-old. It's not looking too bad for 40, I'd say. Emma.
That's right, Reese. Well, back in the third quarter, you can see that it's PNG with 14, New Cal 28.
That's what we got at the moment. Leading the quarter by 14. So you can see they've set up the game in this third term from that score. Great astute observation from you there, Emma Kamasi, who made a debut with Cecilina Thakal earlier today together. As there's an and one. The PNG back the other way, and they've got this habit, Emma, where PNG look like they're out of the contest, and all of a sudden they just find a way to get some handy points. You can see here Alavo drawing the foul of Noberi. And he didn't know, did Heaven Noberi. Joanne again.
Well, it's 63:50 now, and the clock is 1:42.
13 points in it. Weber to Joanne. I think it wider here. Sion, oh, he didn't catch it too cleanly. Shot clock to 10. Sion needs some help. 8 seconds on it. Joanne gets around a couple, dishes it out. Oh, they find Sion open, and he can't finish it. Sion. Apico comes down with it. Good defense for PNG. Hairway back the other way. Back here to Connie Mooney. Driving inside. Flicks it out. Looking for a Pico. Looking for an option. Oh, he found his way through. He put his opponent in a spin cycle and made the clean finish there.
What a clean finish there. You can see that Tris, he just did great.
Apico was great on that move. And now they've got out transition. Hairway. Weber behind him. Clever work from Hairway. Dished it there to the oncoming Apico. And Apico now all of a sudden is starting to have an impact on the scoreboard. He's up to 9.
Well, a good one there by Hairway and Pico. It's a clean one. You can see that.
And Joanne out here to Sion. 4 seconds on the shot clock, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Joanne's going to have to go on his own. He's going to run out of time. He didn't realise the shot clock was going down there. Communication was not able to be connected there. As we've got 6 seconds on the clock before three-quarter time here. Apia Muri. We'll have possession here in front of the PNG bench. What can they do with 6 seconds on the clock? Can they find something special? Oh no, turnover. Mathion will hold it. And will Sion have a go? No. But we tries to have a go. It was after the event. And that will bring us to three-quarter time here, I believe. And it is 54 to 63, and New Caledonia lead, but believe it or not, PNG, as they usually do in these tournaments, they find a way back in through a door left slightly ajar by New Caledonia. And they've snuck their way back into this contest, Emma.
That's right, Trace. Well, you can see the rise of the pressure level again with the Team PNGs starting to get the tempo back again in the court. You see they're picking up with the 54. What do you think?
See there, the PNG just a bit of a huddle before they go to the technical side of things. I think they're just trying to razz each other up, bit of spirit within the group. That's what they like to do. remind each other about how they play. They play with fun. And it is frenetic pace, like we said. And it can be fraught with danger, but sometimes it works for you, Emma, and the way they do. And their results tell us a lot about the way they play the basketball. There's a pause in play here. A minute to go before fourth quarter get out anyway shortly. 54-63, as you can see there. Big quarter there from Pico. He's now up to 11. He's got a double-double in this game. 11 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists for Pico. But it's Harold Alavo who's actually the most efficient player on the floor at the moment, Emma, with 13 points. He's got 5 of 8 from the free throw line. But he is carrying the 3 fouls. But he has an efficiency of 16 in this game. As you can see, the New Caledonia women, they're not too far away today. They will be coming up, in fact. Today, they don't think they're playing today, New Caledonia women, I should say. Oh, no, they are. Sorry, it's the next game after this. Vanuatu up against New Caledonia women. Coming up after this. Sometimes you just know you need to go with what you have in front of you, don't you?
That's right. Well, Paul Bowawi with the 15 points now, leading for New Cal, and also New Caledonia with 1 assist there and a rebound of 3. Tris.
It's back underway here with Joanne in front of us. They're underway. Returning the favour now. Here's New Caledonia. We go to Bowie, who was so strong in that first half and really shut him down. Joanne for 3. Oh, a little bit to the right. And we got a foul on the ground here. It'll be on Siont. As Emma's just looking at who New Caledonia men and PNG men will have tomorrow or in the next couple of days. The next game coming up shortly, Vanuatu versus New Caledonia women.
And PNG faces Fiji coming up for the next, throughout the day.
We'll see if we can find out when PNG and New Caledonia play next in the men's tomorrow. Let's do the free throw line. We'll go a Pico. More free throws here. Quick 3 fouls on New Caledonia at the start of this term as well. That might play some importance going down the stretch. As Emma, you've got the next fixtures coming up for New Caledonia men and Papua New Guinea men, and when they play next.
Well, New Caledonia will face Vanuatu. That is for tomorrow. Game for tomorrow. Today we're going to have witness Vanuatu and New Cal for the next.
Thank you for that, Emma. There's Joanne. He's out here to Sion, but there's a call on the floor first. Blocking foul. Ball will stay the way of New Caledonia. Cross here now for Weber for 2. Oh, he's been going for that mid-range. Guess what? You wouldn't believe it, but he's done it again. He's got 9 points, 3 games in a row against PNG now, Weber. Some things are just meant to be, Emma.
Yes, Chris, that's right. With that 55, 65 there, and on the clock is 8.
Make that 57. 65 margin cut back to 8. There's Joanne Delaney Bellevue. Get it here to Mapion. Bowie. Joanne inside to Weber again. Uma decides I might do something different, Weber. I might score 11 instead of 9. He's decided to change things up a little bit against PNG. That's why we take the numbers down, Emma. There might be some interesting coincidences when it comes to this game of basketball, and sometimes they get broken. We've already seen a couple of records fall in thundering fashion today in the men's. More to come ahead, I feel. Sion with the ball between the three-point line and the halfway line. Sion flicks it back here to Weber. Weber again. Oh no, nobody boxed down Mathion. Oh, there's the finish there from Jan Mathion. Springing up. Not a barrier. But Mathion, as he rose up and got that offensive rebound from the miss from Weber. And he will go back to the charity stripe for an and one here. And just before we get into the rest of this second half, foul troubles worth noting. Ludwig Matre has 4 fouls. Paul Bowie, Gregory Ballet, Joanne and Raymond Weber have 3 fouls apiece. Then 4 fouls on Harold Alavo, and 3 fouls on Parati Muri, and Connie Muri also has the 3. And drawing the foul there is up Connie Muri. So foul troubles for Harold Alavo, Parati Muri and Connie Muri for PNG. That's going to be important, but I look at New Caledonia and they've got a lot more foul trouble to worry about with key players at the moment, Emma.
Well, you can see that Weber is also with 11 points now, Trees, and also with a 9 rebound there.
He's had a great game, Weber, hasn't he? Or Weber, I should say. 5 of 7 at 71% too for Weber. And like you said, he's on the doorstep of a double-double. So is Joanne with 9 points and 10 assists for Joanne. He is really dishing that ball. He's serving it up for New Caledonia today.
That's right. Oh, with PNG, Elavo is also in the picture.
He's got that foul trouble though. That's the issue with Elavo. He hasn't seen much time on the floor at the moment. As Connie Morty somehow got control. Oh, what a pass nearly. It was picked off there by Joanne. But Arnie Morty somehow won it back for PNG. Looking for a big, oh, open door. Oh no, he couldn't close it. Good to pay Abia Morty. And now Abia Morty gets it back and he's grabbed. That'll be an unsportsmanlike foul. And that's because he grabbed the player. But we just got a little keen on that. That's the problem. Your first reaction as a basketball, Emma, is as soon as you lose the ball, you want to turn around, you want to grab the ball back, and sometimes if you get the player from behind, that is an automatic unsportsmanlike foul. So it'll be 2 shots to come here for New Caledonia in possession. It's unfortunate, but that is the rules, and that is how it is.
It is, well, 58 now, 69 there, and on the clock is 6:45 for the final quarter.
Well, these plays can be big momentum swingers as Apia Muri makes the free throw. If they get 2 free throws here and then get the next basket, all of a sudden they could swing it to a 5-0 run or a 4-0 run very quickly, get another steal and it becomes a 6 or a 7, and all of a sudden the game is so close once again.
They will just definitely go head to head.
Pico had to think about it. His hesitation was beautiful from the sideline to the corner. That little heel lift from Pico. And someone bit on it once again. He's not the first person to have bitten on this week. 62-69, 7 the margin. The scoring has dried up for New Caledonia as charging back PNG right now. Pico against Sion. Joanne. Hairway, can he save it? He does somehow, but Arnie Morty, 3 points for Apiano. Almost there. Momentum swing back in favour of PNG, but it's only 8-6 in this final term, so just the 6 points for the team as Hairway's got himself tangled up there. And Juwan has a smile there, Paradi Muri. Bet they're enjoying this contest. I think they're having a lot of fun out there, even though it's quite intense. You can tell from these two players right here on screen.
Yes. No, it's Jawan there.
Belay. Big rebound there, Mation. Oh. Now Muri back the other way. Bed the pass there to Paradi Muri. Oh, and they left it for a Pico. And a Pico, we bobbled it initially, and then he regathered it. Incredible stuff there from Moses Apiko. Just love the way he plays, Apiko. 1 minute you think you've got him, and the next minute it's like a jack in the box, isn't it? It's like, whoop, here I go, whoop, up I go. It's a pretty apt description there, I think, Emma.
Yeah.
It's hard to describe Pico's game, but he will surprise you.
Definitely, he'll come back again. Pico will do a magic trick for this one again in this few remaining time.
He's got so many tricks up his sleeve, doesn't he, Pico? Leading point scorer in this tournament for Papua New Guinea over the first two games, and a 32-year-old. He's listed as a guard, but gee, he's a 1-to-5 player, isn't he? He plays outside a little bit, doesn't take too much of the point guard duties, but he has the capability when he has the ball in hand. He's got such good ball control, and he will lure you in with his ability to control the ball, Pico.
That's right. Well, you can see that he also leads with 14 points now. 14 points with 12 rebounds there.
It's another double-double for him. For Pico. Just going to have a quick look to see from the other day when they played earlier. Just trying to see if Pico against Vanuatu had a double-double as well. He had the 14 points on day one with 3 rebounds. So he makes that free throw. And against Fiji, he had 19 points and 3 rebounds. So this is his first double-double of the tournament. So he makes both of them, and it's back to 5. 64 to 69. Oh no, loose pass. No one there for New Caledonia, and Gotti Morty, no. Hairway comes up with the fortuitous rebound. Don't think he was expecting it. Apiko once again popped it wide there. Apia Morty, and all of a sudden we're back to a single basket the margin for the first time since the start of the second half. How about that, Emma? It's closed right back here.
It's a close one there, close game. Like I told you today, Pico will pick up back again. And it's
Sion from outside. Sorry to overrule you there, Emma. But when Sion releases from outside, everyone is quiet. 66 to 72. Another one for Sion. Steven Thiont, 3 threes in the game now for 14 points. That'll be close to his biggest contribution as well, Thiont. He had the 13 points, so yes, that will be his top score. So Thiont now in this tournament averaging 13.5 points per game is Steven Thiont. And the margin back out to 6 points. I think we saw this yesterday from New Caledonia's men. It was well against the Solomon Islands. There was this moment in the fourth term where they just found a way to be able to steady the margin. and be able to get control of the game back. Made some big plays in the final few minutes. Has nearly stolen there. And he stepped out of bounds there, Detsion. He was not allowed any space there. (66-72). Muri out to a Pico. Driving baseline. Beats it here to Olavo, and that one goes out of bounds. And Harold Olavo's back in the game now, but he's got those 4 fouls to worry about. And that's the problem when you've been sitting out for so long. Can take a little bit of time to get your rhythm back, but you got to get it back quickly in the 4th term.
That's right, Tris. And then you have to be watch out for another foul. You can't make any foul in the game.
As the Pico's got it. Morty, oh, how did he thread that pass? They thread a few, and again, and no good. Oh, blocked there by, I think it was, the foul will be on the person who blocked the shot there. A little bit of body, according to the referee. That was Ami Agumul. Agumul, unfortunately, we'll have that one as there's a timeout going the way of PNG. As you have a look there, and you see Agumul just got a little bit of body right there. Got a little bit of the hand. So we thought initially it was all ball, but got a bit of the hand. That's why the call was the way it was there, Emma.
But you can see it's a good ball transition there for the team.
66-72, and there are the Muris. Imparati Muri and Apia Muri. And a Pico. All the veteran players having their say in this team for PNG. You look at Parati, who's 34, you look at Apiko, who's 32, and you look at Apia, who's 37. They've got a lot of experience in this final 5. It's real interesting to see. And once again, these two are in a strong contest. They will remember their quarterfinal from last time, 78-88 in the Pacific Games in 2023. And the Melanesian Cup final of 2022 was one-sided in the end, 57-87. Although those kind of games, it can kind of, the margin can blow out a little bit in the final quarter or the final half. So, got no doubt that in a final like that, it would have been reasonably close. So we have a look at Moya Mui on there on the screen. Very calm individual. By the looks of things, Moya Mui. But the body language sometimes can not necessarily tell the story there, Emma. He might be calm or he might not be at this point.
He must be both of it, Trace.
Well, it can be the mixture of emotions, can't it? And there's the finish there. Is that a Pico again? The jack of the box is there once again. The way he plays is unbelievable. 68-72. 4 points to margin, just over 3 minutes to go. Back the other way comes Connie Morty, and the tip from Apia. They just contest, but oh, Pico put his body on the line. Joanne comes up with it, needs to thread it. Does he get it there? And somehow Sion ends up with it. Not sure he was expecting it, but he'll take the gift. And what a feed inside. I couldn't see what that was. But the finish there is for Agumul. 68-74. Exciting times here at the Friendship Hall in Honiara. Solomon Islands has certainly put on one incredible Melanesian Cup tournament, and we're only on day 3. And there's still finals ahead of us in the next few days, and still pool games to go. And we've had pretty good games through all of the tournaments so far, Emma.
Well, Tiger Moore just came in and did something with that thrilling. You can see that, Chris.
It was a great pass there from New Caledonian teammate that did that, and Faber now to take the ball and drawing the foul there, Joanne off Muri. Parati Muri now with some foul trouble to worry about. That will be foul number 4 on Parati Muri. There's a substitution here, and here we go, Agumon coming out of the game, and into the game comes Mathion. Mathion's been used a lot today in this game, and I wonder if that's to do with the fact that he's got some size as Mathion. When it comes to the rebounding, he's got 7 rebounds in this game, 7 points, so that probably proves my point there, Emma. As Joanne comes up short on the free throw. 8 of 16 now, 50% are the New Caledonian team. 2:36 to go. Doesn't roll that in. Rebound here for New Caledonia now. Taking it back towards their end of the quarter. PNG, and they can close this to a single basket with this next score if they get it. Olavo now, out here to Connie Moody. Trying to drive past Jovan, feeds it out wide. Abia Moody from outside. And somehow, oh, clean that was from Matre, but Matre forgot about Haran Olavo. And Olavo says, hello, I'm here.
Well, it's a good one there, Tris.
There's the feed there for Matre. 72 to 74. Here to Sion, and Sion to the left, no. 2 points the margin, 72-74. Pico flicks it back out top to Olavo. Now to Olavo again. Up near Moody. Feed from Connie Moody. That's a tough one, and that's going to be a foul drawn there by Pico. I think it was clean initially from the player over the top, but it was the player in front that will pick up the foul. Well, 2 players there. Let's see if we can get that replay and see who the foul was on. There's a Pico, and yes, I think that foul will be on Matre.
Ludovic.
I think it was. And Matre will foul out of the game with 7 points. A big blow for New Caledonia here, Emma.
Well,
We see New Caledonia there, Emma. And now we see PNG. What would they be thinking right now, Emma, in this situation?
well, it's a few minutes to go, so what else might be? They come back again with what will be the plans?
So Emma, I think we couldn't find it exactly, but I had us at a guess that yesterday the overtime that we had was the very first overtime that we had in the Melanesian Cup potentially. I'm not sure we've had an overtime before that I could find or recall. I might be wrong about that, but surely we couldn't have 2 in the one tournament,
Well,
because it could happen again.
you see that point back, the points there. I think it will be another extra time for today, I think. Trace, what do you think about it? Like the women's yesterday.
Like the women's yesterday, but there's still a minute 30 to go, and like we said, PNG have had this habit of finding baskets late in games when they've trailed by large amounts of points. So Pico misses the free throw. Well, that was unexpected from Pico. Pico's free throw percentage 64%. Well, he matches that. 1 from 2 there. And we're back to a single basket. And it's down to now New Caledonia once again. And it's Sion who have the ball in hand. Bowie back to Sion. Shot clock to 10. Feeding inside. That's a loose pass picked up here by PNG once again. Minute 5. Olavo. Back to Apia Moody. Connie Moody, guarded by Bowie. Pico lost it, nearly. Olavo, strong. Oh, it's in! Oh, and it's a point for margin. 75-74. New Caledonia won the last 2 against PNG. PNG looking to break the streak. Bowie. Joanne has it now. PNG lead for the first time in a long time. Sion. Back here to Bowie. Back here to Joanne. No time on the clock. They're going to run out of time. They didn't know. They didn't know how much time was on the shot clock there, Emma. Awareness was lacking.
But it's 75 there now and 74. And it's the clock ticking now, ticking down, Trees.
A Pico here. Now with a Lavo. Connie Mooney has it. Shot on game block just inside each other. Forced out of bounds there by Joanne. It tightens up here. 11 seconds on the shot clock. PNG lead by a point. Can they force the ball out of the hands of PNG New Caledonia? Mooney again. Finds Connie Mooney. Drives and got it! It's in! Connie Mooney has put them up by 3 to tie the game here. They lost the handle. It's Sion. He can't believe it. Sion did slipped out of Sion's hands. 77-74. 5.3 seconds left. PNG. Well, they engineered the great escape yesterday in overtime, the women's. There's a foul here from Joanne.
Well, Trace, what a drive through there that he just did that. Connie Mooney just did.
Connie Mooney can certainly sew it up here from the free throw line, but hard to see with 0.2 of a second. New Caledonia be able to get this. They trailed by as many. As he comes up short on that one, Connie Mooney. They trailed by as many. PNG by 16 points. New Caledonia were up by 16 in this game. And just checking what's happening here. He's got a timeout up his sleeve, Julien Japeret, and Japeret's going to have one last look at this, because remember here, with 0.2 of a second, they can advance the ball into the front court. It means that they'll have the possession right in front of us either side. 1-3 here could still send it to overtime. It could be something here for New Caledonia. Julien Japert, this is where you make your money as a coach for your country. Got to come up with something, and it's got to land in the hands of Bowie or Sion, I reckon, here. And you reckon that PNG will be very aware of the fact, Emma, that Sion and Bowie will be two of the ones from outside. Joanne as well would end up in one of those 3 players' hands, so got to make someone else beat you in this situation. So let's see what happens here, Emma. 0.2 of a second. Advancing the ball, no doubt. A New Caledonia. Where will they take it from? They'll take it from the other side of our commentary position. It'll be Bowie who will be inbound. Who's it going to be for? See what Bowie can do here. Is it for Joanne? For Sion? It's for Sion! And Sion comes up short. And it's over. PNG escape. For the second time in 2 days, in the women's and the men's. And they win 77-74. They trailed by 16 points. And they have come back from nowhere once again under Moe Mooney. And it's Mooney all over. But it was Alavo who made a big play late, along with Connie Mooney, to get them across the line, Emma.
Well,
and look at the PNG fans.
PNG fans here now. You can see that. What a game. 77 and 74. Just the magic happened just within few minutes before the time.
Well, what a game of basketball. Well, Emma, what a game of basketball. Let's go to the highlights of this one. Stephen Sion, 17 points. Paul Bowie, 15. Raymond Weber, 11. Could not get over the top of the finisher Moses Apico, 21. And Apia Muri, 16. It is PNG, 77. New Caledonia, 74. They've come back from 16 points down to get this victory and stay alive in the Melanesian Cup. And we'll be back with more action later on today. It's goodbye for now from here at the Friendship Hall.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are all on the same team.
We have the power to change lives through basketball.
Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin,
basketball
can bring everyone together.
Basketball for good.
No need for joining line. Pay with excellent every